Oh, there you go. Hello, YouTubes. So I got my scrub on today, so I look all shiny. Um, Lots happened over the past week. What I was talking about with last week, something good that happened. I'm dating somebody. Her name is Marisa. She has a Facebook page. I have YouTube page. I'll link it in the bottom. She's also part of a band called Shrink the Giant. It's a local Utah band, and they're actually a pretty big deal. I'm really impressed with a lot of their music. Whew. But I'm really excited. And today, and then kind of in that spirit, I want to focus on commitment. That's kind of the message of today. I'm also going to link another link in the description below to a TED Talk called The Paradox of Choice. And that sounds kind of weird when you're talking about romance with that. But it's a beautiful TED Talk, and it's all about how having a plethora of choices doesn't necessarily improve your quality of life, doesn't necessarily improve freedom. You know, you don't necessarily have more freedom when you have more choices. I love the message, and it's very sobering, I guess is the word I'd use. It's very empowering because, and this is kind of getting into some stuff I don't believe, like generationals or, you know, that are super entitled and all of these things. I believe it kind of comes from this. I mean, this TED Talk is from decades before where we're at, and was foreseeing a world that was like ours but wasn't nearly so bad, you know. And even then they had these side effects where with so many choices you have paralysis. With so many choices it's so hard to commit to one thing. And that's what this new relationship has taught me, is that it's so good to just commit and just go 100% and see where it takes you. And I feel the same thing when I work out, because every time I work out it takes about an hour. It's an hour out of my day. It's hard, it's difficult, and you know, you're not just doing nothing. You're thinking, you're processing things. And I always think I could be using this time for something else. But at the same time, I realize that I've dedicated this time for that. And yes, I could get other benefits by using this time for other things, but I have committed this time to accomplish this thing at this moment. And there's no substitute for that. You know, there's no, I can bish bosh and make stuff up and mourn time lost that I was hoping to achieve something else. But I will be missing out on what this commitment is offering me. And so yeah, I feel like that's really rampant in a kind of society, and with large decisions, with small decisions. Like he references that there's like several billion, I think it's billion, several million to billion, like just options of salad dressings in your typical grocery store, mixing and matching, and you know, like there are so many different types of things that you can do. You don't want to do any of them. And so like college becomes terrifying because you have to commit to a major. And you know, this other thing becomes terrifying because you have to do this. And the thing that I really want to stress is that commitment isn't bad. Commitment isn't negative, you know. And I feel like our generation is entitled to feeling like they can change their mind at any point. Like they don't have to commit to anything. They can always go to the better option as they find it. But you know, that can be distracting. That can be paralytic to actual progress and the actual development of good traits. And so even these videos, and I didn't realize this until I've been thinking about this so much over this week, but these videos are a form of commitment for me. Because I look at these and I say, okay, I am like this now. And I don't have editing skills. I don't have, you know, these skills that would make these videos better. I don't have an audience. I'm pretty sure you, Marisa, are the only one who's going to be watching this. I suggest doing the ×2 option in the bottom because that will make me speak a lot faster and not be nearly so boring. But yeah, this weekend I'm closing up my show. Then I'll be getting rid of my blonde tips, so I won't look nearly so much like a Lost Boy Bound member, and I'll be back to my nice brown hair. It's pretty exciting. I miss it a lot. It's a bad idea going blonde. Um, Picking up my speaking speed. I've been trying to do that today as well. You have to tell me if I'm doing better, Marissa. Yeah. As I said before, look out for recordings in the near future. Look out for more art. Look out for more everything. And I'll start sharing stuff to Facebook. And if you're seeing this from Facebook, share. I mean, why not? This is supposed to be public. This is supposed to be a discussion, you know. And I mean, this will become incredibly more interesting once I'm in China. Yeah. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.